Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education. You love. Uninspired and tired is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation, but I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and a rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, pondering the where, when, how, ifs I can gain control. It's like a spin of the wheel or a roll of the die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the move. See, I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a blunt portion of the profits produced, paying my dues. So I follow the lolly and avoid the fools. But this is trial by fire, so you must stay cool. One rule: envy is a powerful tool. Spine all times, everything you do. That way, when the Indians ear get act cool, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feel me. Remember back to the slenderest times when we pitched for the pretty penny nickel a dime. Before the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine. When there was good hood living and a peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober, head aching, hanging over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world worked on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, it's ill when you look to find there's a chance to advance, most heads deny. Like a dream and a slice of the proverbial pie. We will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is pure bliss and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business of knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feeling me, man. So many guys that I grew with died, resorted to doing crime and turned doing the time. I can hardly better speak to childhood friends and find every exchange features a fella falling the wayside. That's ill, but then it keeps a brother on bill mode, mentally locked and loaded, ready to deal with any form of friction you can fathom to feel. In a world that wheels drama and fires at will, it bust from dawn to dusk and aim to kill. Cause a lot of souls shook and afraid for real. So instead turn their head, tuck tail and chill, in the hopes not to cope, but that's whack. See, you and I are like a different breed, and we bring to the balance such a desperate need. The eagerness to elevate and evolve the scene. A better space, a better time indeed. Sincerely.
It was the voice of a courageous explorer, a man dedicated to the pursuit of man's knowledge and the expansion of his horizons.
Good morning. Here is Nathan Ivey.
Back from my hiatus, politicking on the latest. Welcome back. My name is Nathan Ivey. This is the Nathan Ivey Show. The last honest place in America and your morning destination for interesting conversation on everything going on, my friends. Welcome back. Today is Friday, TGIF. We made it. Yes, another Friday, Memorial Weekend. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Today is Friday, May 27th, 2016. And already many people inside the chat room. I've got to start with Mr. Hollywood. What up, sir? How you doing? Good morning. Mr. Hollywood was first in the chat this morning. I appreciate you, Mr. Hollywood. What's up, Shauna? Good to see you. Good morning. What's up? Good morning, Tonika. My pleasure to be with you as always. Good morning, Pat. How are you? Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Miss Tracy? Brent. Good morning, sir. Everett, Mr. Everett, good morning. Keena writes, I'm present, Mr. Ivey. Good to see you, Keena. Before we go too deep, I posted a link to my website, NathanIvey.com. Many of you may have gone to the website this morning If you scroll down just a little bit on the right-hand side, you're going to see the poll. I spent some time this morning and yesterday kind of going back through our previous show notes, so to speak, your comments. And I tried to capture what I thought were some of the more popular ideas that you put forth. Again, I could name it, but, I want to have some interaction. I want to involve you in this process, okay? The success that we have now experienced is largely because of you. So I thought it might be a nice touch. And let me go to the website right now. Again, NathanIvey.com. And you scroll down. What name do you prefer for the NIS chat room? NIS stands for Nathan Ivey Show. What name do you prefer for the NIS chat room? ? You got the Flow Room, the Chop Shop, the Good People, the Chatterati, the Wire, the Flow Zone. If I miss any, well, let's see how this goes. I did not purposely try to leave any ideas out. And I can still add to the poll while the show is going on. Okay? So if someone has, and we all agree, hey, that's a great idea, I can quickly add that. But do me a favor and vote this morning. Vote this morning. I'll be with you. Listen, I've got to end a little early this morning. Numerous things going on with the wifey. Little Buddha's getting a cast today. So please vote. I'm going to leave it up. I don't know if it'll be the entire weekend. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to leave it up definitely for the next 24 hours. And please vote, Nathan Ivey. What name do you prefer for the Nathan Ivey Show NIS chat room? And again, you've got 6 choices. And you can look at the results and everything, okay? Lots to discuss. Now, yesterday we spent a lot of time talking about the fact that a man walked into a bank in Madisonville. Okay, that's one of the neighborhoods or suburbs that surround Cincinnati. And he had a bag over his hand. And now more reports are coming in. Yesterday was a big press conference with your chief of police, Chief Isaac, who I just can't get this image of him doing the new Running Man out of my head. Thanks, chat. Appreciate that. I don't know who said it, but I can't get the image of the Cincinnati police chief, Mr. Isaac, and he may be wonderfully light on his feet. Speaking of which, remember, listen, people think, oh, you're trying to troll the city. You're trying to be over cynical. Listen, I'm not alone in my thought processes. I came across a story that was about the fact that you had all of these various police departments in like Chicago and Detroit and Philly and Cincinnati who have this dance battle going on, right? And basically the tone of the argument was, what about crime? Okay, so I'm not alone in that thought. A lot of smart, intelligent people, not saying the folks who feel otherwise are not those things, agree with me. Can we dance after we get these damn heroin addicts off the streets? Can we dance after we put a real serious dent in a crime? Come on now. But listen, if we're going to dance, we got to win. I'll put it that way. Yesterday, there was a press conference, and it was the police department giving information to the media and the community about what exactly happened. Why was this man shot? We saw our first images of the weapon. Looks like a little .22 Derringer. Little .22 Derringer. It ain't something that, fits into your pocket. Also, more details have come out about the young person, the young man, the man in question. It looks like he was an athlete. Star potential. Yesterday, his father showed up at that police press conference. His father showed up. His father was, you can tell, just beside himself in pain. I am so sick and tired of seeing black people in pain on television. What would they do without us in the city of Cincinnati? Be honest here. Let me give you some real strong flows here. Let me take the prophylactic off the microphone on a Friday and give it to you raw. What would they do without our suffering? I mean, local African-American suffering is big news. I'm tired of seeing it. Whether it's the father of a man who everybody is claiming that wanted to commit suicide by cop, or it's the family of a man who was killed by a police officer, former UC police officer, okay? And then all the details about how the money's going to be divvied up. And now we have another father in pain. Local news. It's devastating. I want to see an end to it. He says that the police didn't have to shoot him, that the officer who was in that branch that day did not have to shoot his son. He also used the word, I think he said that he was shot in the back. Does that change anything for you? Now, you know me, I challenge conventional wisdom. Okay, that's what I do. I want to look at everything from all sides because somewhere what I've noticed that usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. That's just the case. Usually the truth is somewhere in the middle. And let's kind of put the emotions to the side and analyze this. And as I asked you yesterday, if they didn't find a weapon, does that change? A lot of people say, hey, you walk into a bank like that, you get what you deserve. Was the man making any threatening gestures? A lot of people say it doesn't make a difference. I even put the question out, what did the officer say? I mean, in a situation like that, does an officer, is he legally required to say, listen, stop or I'll shoot? Put your hands down. Drop the gun. Was any of that said? Or was it just the officer got to his weapon, boom, was able to bring it up, and he started firing? I don't know the details. I do know that there's another man in pain. And from what I'm looking at, this is like a junior. Like the father is the second and the son is the third. We also found out that the man who was killed by a police officer is survived by a 2-year-old baby boy. So now we got another young brother growing up without his daddy in a world that don't give a damn about you. Speaking of the world as it relates to black people, give me your thoughts about that. If you haven't seen any of that news, you can go right now to my Facebook page, my personal page, okay? Nathan Ivey. And this is my personal page. These are people who have been rolling with me for many, many years, okay? And I like it like that, quite honestly. You can check it out for yourself. I do have, I don't know, people drop on all the time. And when I can, I try to add new people, to that personal page. But you can check it out right now if you're already friends. And if we're not friends, send me an invite or at least follow along, and that way you can get updates. It is devastating. Speaking of being black in the world around us, have you seen this Chinese detergent commercial? I watched it this morning. It's being labeled as raw racism, okay? And I want to go ahead and nominate the people behind this brand for the Gilligan of the Day Award. If you haven't seen it, there's a link on my personal page right now. Check it out for yourself. So let me break it down for you. It's kind of like this: a Chinese detergent commercial, right? And it shows a black man. He gets stuffed into a washing machine, okay? And then he's transformed into a fair-skinned Asian man. And now it has provoked outrage around the world for folks who have seen it. So in the commercial, you've got this pretty young Asian girl, and then you've got this African-American dude. And, black men, we're just hypersexual. Okay, I think that's just men in general. But it really gets played like that with black men. Some of these age-old stereotypes still get played out. And hell, you got black people that play into them and give them more life. So in the commercial, you can kind of tell that this black dude is kind of feeling this young Asian girl. And he's kind of giving her an eye and kind of sweet-talking her. And she's like, And she throws him inside. She kind of pushes him away, okay? So she spurns his advances. And then somehow she pushes him into the laundry, into the washing machine. She throws in one of these little pods of whatever this detergent is called. Okay. They do the whole little time simulation thing. Okay. Time elapse. And then boom, when he's emerged, he's a fair-skinned Asian guy. So the implication is that the detergent is so strong. That detergent is so effective. That it'll wash the black off of you. Check it out for yourself. It's on my Facebook page right now. Right now. Carlene writes, good morning, good people. Good to see you, Carlene. Good to see you. What's up, Casey? Cruther writes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Nathan has replaced my morning coffee. Brown skin checking in. Wow. Morning coffee? Listen, what's the tagline? Yeah, a cup of Joe and superlative flow.